And welcome into Getting Help from Uncle Sam. If I say the letters VA in the state of Alabama, immediately most of you are going to think of the Veterans Administration because we're blessed in this state to have many people who have served in the armed forces. But there's a real important thing with that acronym VA in the state of Alabama, and it's called Veterans Affairs. And they're the ones that are here day in and day out to help the veterans in the state. Our guest is the Commissioner of the Alabama Department of Veterans Affairs, Admiral Kent Davis, and in January, Kay Ivey got sworn in. Right on the heels, you got sworn in.
That's right. I'm a whopping 3 months into the job, but blessed.
Isn't that amazing? But yeah. you've done a wonderful. You've grabbed the bull by the horns. You've probably got. If you were flying in an airplane, you'd have a lot of frequent flying miles.
Yeah, mine are frequent driving miles all over the state.
Isn't that amazing? Well, Kent, tell us that when we think of the VA, and you know there was a lot of problems with the VA. They're getting corrected now. But you people with the Veterans Affairs Department here are more concerned about other aspects of veterans benefits.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. So the State Department of Veterans Affairs is completely complementary to the federal role.
Okay.
The federal role focuses on health care, disability, GI Bill. The State Department has four major functions. First of all, we run long-term care in the form of state veterans homes for our great veterans around the state. We have 4 of those, soon to be a 5th.
Wow.
We have 50 veteran service offices spread around the state to assist the almost 400,000 veterans in Alabama.
Is that almost one in every county?
Getting close. In fact, we're going to get back. There's 67 counties.
Right.
At one point, we had 67 offices. With the budget situation over the past 10 years or so, we brought the number down. We're going back up, I'm pleased to report.
Good.
We'll be back up to about 60 offices probably within the next couple of years.
So those offices are for any veteran that has any questions about anything. It pertains to even the national veterans.
That's right.
Problems.
Those veteran service offices are there to assist the Alabama veterans in both their state and federal benefits. They're their advocates. They can sign a power of attorney with the veteran and walk them through the entire benefits process.
And then you mentioned also, there's some veteran cemeteries in the state. Are those national cemeteries that are administered by the state, or are those state-run?
We have both. Again, it's a complementary role. The national goal is to have a cemetery for veterans within 75 miles of every veteran.
My goodness.
When the federal government can't meet that, and there are some great federal cemeteries in Montevallo, there's a relatively new one. If the federal government can't meet that need, then the states step in. So we have a great state cemetery, relatively new, down in Spanish Fort, Alabama, 106-acre facility.
Yeah, you were just down there to visit it, weren't you?
I was. I've been down there several times. It's a beautiful facility. It's right outside Mobile, just north of I-10. It's just, it's touching to walk through there and you see those headstones and think about those from Alabama that have served.
So the veterans hospitals that we have, and you say there's 4 soon to be, now when you say these are long-term facilities.
These are veterans homes.
These are not hospitals where you're going to have your cough checked.
Yeah, in another context, we would call them nursing homes.
Right,
we don't call them that. We call them veterans homes.
So there's 4 soon to be 5. Where's the 5th one going to be?
Great question. We just completed
Okay, we don't know for sure. I don't want you to let something out of the bag.
We don't know exactly. We just completed a feasibility study.
It's going to be in the Wiregrass area, though.
That's correct.
Somewhere
The
down
feasibility study showed going through 2040, we do have a shortage of beds in our resident homes. So we need a 5th veterans home. That feasibility study also showed that the underserved area was the Wiregrass region. So we know it'll be somewhere in the southeastern portion of the state.
So basically, with your veterans homes, you try again to be within a certain miles, so that obviously if I'm a veteran, which I am, and I have to go in one of those homes, my wife hopefully is going to want to come visit me.
That's right.
And and if you don't want her traveling 400 miles across the state.
That's right. We love to have family members come to visit the veterans. Right now, the 4 homes are in Huntsville, Pell City, Alexander City, and Bay Minette. So they're spread all over the state, convenient to most parts of the state. Missing a little bit down in the southeastern region. That's why we're going to the Wiregrass region with that 5th home.
Great. Anything else new and exciting coming out of the department?
We are about to celebrate the 70th anniversary of something in our department. For 70 years, Alabama has had a dependent scholarship program. It's been at the forefront of the states. And that is a great scholarship for the dependents of disabled veterans. We have about 17,000 students in Alabama enrolled in that program, and allows them to go to public universities, community colleges, and technical schools. We're proud of that 70-year tradition.
Wow, and that, like you say, you're getting ready to celebrate 70 years.
We are.
If one of our viewers is a disabled veteran and they have, could it be a grandchild? Or does it have to be a child?
It needs to be a child, spouse.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Yeah,
Now, in some cases, a grandchild is a dependent that qualifies.
right.
There are residency requirements and, of course, disability requirements. The best thing a veteran can do is go visit their local veteran service office.
just what I was
They will
gonna
walk
say.
them through the whole process.
Yeah, because they know everything about it.
That's exactly right.
Well,
They're
that's
the
great.
experts.
Well, Admiral, so glad to have you with us.
It's great
and
to be here,
so glad
Jack.
to have you in the position. And thanks for all the hard work you're doing.
Thanks, Jack. It's a real honor.
Great. And just remember this, we're very proud in the state of Alabama to have many, many people who have served. But guess what? The state of Alabama is going to turn around and serve you. And we'll be right back right after this.